Yeah, so my name is Thomas Bräck. I'm within Meva Energy. We're working with biomass gasification. So we're taking on the challenges within the manufacturing industry, where they want to have high quality process heat and also combined heat and power. So if you have a manufacturing industry, for instance, in ceramic production, you need to fire ceramics, dry tissue paper, melting glass, melting aluminium and so on, you need high quality process heat. And today the conventional solution has been to actually combust natural gas or LPG. So you get fossil CO2 emissions from those processes. And now you want to find solutions. And the issue has been within bioenergy, because when you use that in these type of applications, you get a lot of emissions on the product itself. It could be particle emissions, and then in the end, depending on what type of fuel you use, you get also NOx emissions, for instance. And that is one case that we have looked into a little bit more lately, which is within board industry. So if you take MDF board production or furniture production, for instance, they get a lot of MDF dust when they process the MDF boards. This dust is really fine, which means it cannot be used in all type of boilers and burners, and it cannot be reintroduced in new boards either, just a small percentage of that. Then you have the glue within the MDF, which is the issue actually, because in there you have solid nitrogen, and if you combust this solid nitrogen, it turns into NOx emissions. And now when we have tougher NOx regulations, that means that, for instance, a board manufacturer cannot really utilize as much of wood dust as they want to. So what we do instead is that we gasify this MDF dust, then we get nitrogen, which can go through a combustion process and just go out in the air. We have a lot of nitrogen in the air. The rest is converted into ammonia. And the ammonia is partly captured in our wet gasification system, and the rest is going to the combustion process, but only a small share of that is converted into NOx. So instead of having 100% of the extra NOx, you get only 3%. Which is extremely good. And that's also why we received this prize at Bois Energie for this findings in utilizing the MDF dust. And this means also that we can get a really, really cost-efficient solution. Imagine if you can have residues that is low value to no value, and you can utilize that to high quality energy. So then you can get a really good cost efficiency and so on.